A lot of men fall into the trap believing that the women that they're with actually love them. And it's understandable. You have men who've worked on themselves. They're 6 feet tall or taller. They have a six pack. They make above six figures. So they finally meet a woman who says that she loves them. And maybe she's decent to them. But the craziest thing is that she never loved you. She never loved them. The reality is that as men, we are told that we can buy a woman's love. You might say, how so? When you are told by society that you must transform yourself into the kind of man that women love, that in and of itself is telling you that you must buy a woman's love. You cannot buy a person's love. You cannot buy a person's affection. All you can do is buy their attention. So, when you build yourself into this person, into the 666 guy making above six figures, has a six pack, is at least 6 feet tall, she never loved you. You are the plan B guy. The men that she actually loves are the men that don't have any of these things. Because she will break the rules for these individuals. She will break the rules for little Poncho. You see, little Poncho is the man that she actually loves. Little Poncho is the man who she actually spends her time and her nights thinking about. Tyrone, Ray Ray, Pookie, Enrique, Miguel, Little Poncho. She loves Little Poncho. She loves Little Poncho. There was a woman who left a comment on one of my videos saying that Broke Boy D is the best D. They love these types of men. They love the men that don't actually have any real value. These are the most fun men in the entire world. These are the men that they spend money on. These are the men whom they will take another man's money and spend that money on if they don't have it for themselves. And they don't care whatsoever because they'll say, hey, you're lucky that I'm even speaking to you. This just illustrates just how little women actually think of men and how brainwashed men are in Western society to believe that you can buy a woman's love if you become the type of man she loves by having all of the things that she wants. Just because you have all the things that she wants doesn't mean she actually wants you. You see, she can like certain things about you. She can like your money. She can like the way you look. She can like things that you have. She might even like that you're funny. But she does not actually love you. Sometimes she does not even like you. The men that she actually loves, they don't have to wait for it. They get it right away. It's the truth. It's the painful truth that a lot of men refuse to accept. Little Poncho gets it right away. Little Poncho does not have to compromise. Little Poncho does not have to beg for it because she loves Little Poncho. He's the man that she loves. He's the man that she wants. He's the man that she desires. He's there laying in your bed with his fat little belly, kicking up his little heels, having a damn good time. And why is that? Why is that? Because he's the man that she actually loves and the man that she actually desires. But he's not a marriageable man. Now, don't get me wrong, he has plenty of kids, and she wants him to be the father of her babies, and he will be the father of her babies even when he's with you, when she's with you. But she's not going to marry him because he's not a marriageable man. So she goes out and she gets a simp. Look at little Pancho. Look at little Pancho smiling back at you. Oh, he has his tequila, and he's laying in it, and he's laying in bed, and he's so relaxed. Look at him! Look at that little smile. Imagine how many cheeks he clapped. Imagine, imagine, you know, Latino Pookie, and they love this guy. They love little Pancho. They love little Pancho. He has a body count Master Chief would be proud of. Okay? This guy is no joke. These are the men that she loves. These are the men that she desires. They don't have to work for it or earn it. She's taking these men out on dates. She's paying for their meals. She's kissing his fat little belly, kissing his toes when he's laying in your bed. He has your pillow between his legs. Sometimes a little pee-pee slips out, you know, because he's dealing with the diabetes now. So sometimes a little pee-pee slips out on your pillow, but it's okay because it's not just your pillow, it's our pillow. Our pillow, amigo. Mi casa, su casa. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? ¿Muy bien? Bueno. You see, that's just how it is. That's just how it is with modern women. And it's always been like that. Paternity fraud has always been a problem. You think that we're just now experiencing this? No. It's been going on forever. It's been happening forever. Men have been dealing with this forever. The thing is that no one cared before. No one cared what men were going through. No one still cares. But before there were no DNA tests. Now there are DNA tests. 40%, 40% of all pregnancies are and all births are linked to paternity fraud today. 40%, maybe up to 50%. But we know 40% of them statistically are linked to paternity fraud. That's just in the United States alone. In France, it is believed that up to 75% of all pregnancies and births in France are linked to paternity fraud. How do we know this is true? Their version of the Supreme Court ruled that a man in France cannot get a DNA test or he will be thrown in jail. Because for him to do so, for them to allow men to get DNA tests to determine if children are actually theirs in France, it would be a disruption to the family. Because so many women have children in France. 3 out of 4 women, it is believed, have committed paternity fraud in France. 3 out of 4 mothers have committed paternity fraud in France. 75% of the children that men are raising are not theirs. They believe that if they allowed men to find this out, it would be the end of French society. It would be the absolute end. Men are not free. And then women call it equality. I've said this before, that our mothers raise us to be simps. You think about it. When a father has a daughter, he tells her about male nature. When a mother has a son, she doesn't tell him anything. Basically, the ownership of the son is simply transferred to another woman, who will then extract wealth and resources from him. Mothers raise their sons to be simps. They condition their sons to be simps, just like how they use his simp father, and then they leave him later on and extract wealth and resources from him through divorce court. That's what they raise their sons to be. It's a rigged game. Many of us, our mothers never loved us. We think that she does. Some of us, she didn't. Because if she actually loved you, she would tell you about who women really are. But for her to admit what women are like, then that would reveal who she is as a person. You see, men will say, listen, sweetie, to their daughters, daddy was a dog. And this is how men think, and this is how men operate. Women will never turn around and say, listen, sweetie, mommy was a slut. This is how women think and how women operate. All right? They won't do that with their sons. You know why? Because she never loved you. For many of us, we never even had the true love of our mothers. So if your own mother never loved you, what makes you think that a woman out there is ever going to actually genuinely love you? They can say that they do. They can pretend that they do. The Filipinos are good at it. A Filipina will make you think that she loves you for years, even as she's working on the divorce. Because women plan their divorce before they plan their wedding. They break up with you psychologically long before they even leave the relationship, and they are working on the next guy before they exit the relationship. This is how they operate. When a woman is dating, she already has a bunch of friends. Those friends are potentials. And sometimes she's already being physically intimate with these guys. And of course, she does not view cheating as actually cheating, because she will change it in her mind or just completely lie about it and say it hasn't happened so that she has plausible deniability. You can literally say, here, I have evidence you cheated. She'll go, no, I didn't. You can say, here are pictures of you with this guy cheating on me. No, I didn't cheat on you. What are you doing with him? You're here kissing him. He's touching you. I didn't cheat on you. Who is this in the picture? Is this not you? I took these pictures myself. I was following you. Why were you following me for? Okay, so this is you. I didn't cheat on you. This is, guys, they will even even when they cannot lie, even when they cannot deny it, all right, they will still continue trying to deny it. Even when you have evidence before them and it's not something that can be denied, they will still try to lie. And in their heads, they're telling the truth. Think about the psychological dishonesty that's happening there. The man that they actually love, the man that they actually want to be with, the man that they want to have to give them, children, that they want to have children for. It's not you, it's Panchito. It's little Pancho. It's Pancho. He's the man that they love. They love little Pancho. They love little Pancho. Guys, if you enjoyed the content on this channel, you want even more of this content, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos. There's a link to it in the description of the video. Go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the content. What do you think regarding all of this? She never loved you. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.